You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites of the Bible, according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. And the simple fact of the matter is that my people have lied to you and the whole world about the Bible and have sought to paint their images over your images and to replace you in the Bible, which is your history, heritage, and culture. Now I want to go into Deuteronomy chapter 28 and read. This is Moses talking to the children of Israel after they've come out of Egypt, bondage. This is Moses talking to the children of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Here he is talking to the Israelites. The second verse, he begins to go into the blessings that would be put on the Israelites if they would keep the commandments. That says that they'd be blessed in the city, blessed in the field, and basically blessed in everything that they would undertake to do. They would lend to other nations, but not borrow, things of that nature. But in verse 15 of Deuteronomy chapter 28, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now I want to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, and read one of those curses that all Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, should immediately be able to identify with, proving that you are the Israelites of the Bible. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more. The it is referring to your homeland, Israel, Jerusalem. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. So wherever you got off of those ships, who you were sold to, those are your enemies, according to God. For bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you. That word buy means to redeem. And many have came and tried to redeem the Israelites. Marcus Garvey tried and failed. Malcolm X tried and failed. Martin Luther King Jr. tried and failed. Now, as far as it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt is a word that means bondage, house of bondage. It is a Greek word. The Bible explains and proves itself. And I'm going to go to Exodus to prove that Egypt, that y'all being brought back into Egypt again with ships, is not referring to you going back into the land of Egypt literally again, but is referring to you going into slavery again. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 21. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What is another word for bondage? Slavery. So the reason that the Israelites went into slavery is because they chose not to keep the covenant that God made with them and them only. So I hope that you found this video edifying. I hope that it helps to wake the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who, according to the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, are the Israelites of the Bible. And with that said, I'm going to say shalom, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching. Israel, it's time to wake up and repent.